Live from the 215. This is Wrestle Cave. I am Ace Porter, sitting here with my tag team partner of the High Society, Casey 30 Case. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's going on, man? Another episode of the High Society, huh?
You already know we're about to spark up as we speak.
What's up? So we had Hell in a Cell this week, but first, as always, you can find us on the Facebook group. We have a page too, but it's more likely the group that's more fun. Wrestle Cave Podcast, Twitter, Wrestle_Cave, Instagram, Wrestle Cave. I don't want to spend too much time on that this week. Let's jump right into it.
Let's jump right into it. Hell in the Cell, bro. You
So
said
if
you
you
beat
wanna
me
get
by
on-
1 point, right?
Huh?
You said you beat me by 1
I beat you by 1 point. I got the thing here. I beat you by 1 point. Let's see. Because we agreed on pretty much like every match. We both had Roman. We both had AJ. Both had Becky. Both had Ronda. Randy, you got me. You got me with Randy. But I got you with Miz and Maurice. We both had McIntyre and Dolph winning that one. And then New Day we had. So it came down to the final three, really. The three tiebreaker questions.
Yeah.
Were they going to break the cage, Roman and Braun? You said yes. I said no. So that's another point for you. So you take the lead there. Will they add another match? You said no. I said. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me go back to that. Will they break the cage, Roman and Braun? You said yes. I said no. They did not break the cage because remember I said specifically were Roman and Braun going to break the cage.
Oh, okay, all right.
Because I looked at it, I forgot. I said it would be the Shield or Dolph and Drew, so I got that one. So I took the lead. You tie it up right here. Will they add another match? Because they only had 8 matches. You said no, which was the correct answer. I said yes. So it came down to the last one. Swanton up off the top of the cage. You said yes. I don't know why.
I thought he was going to kill himself.
But I said no.
He almost did
I
kill
said
himself,
no.
though.
I did say RKO counter, but I said no, so I get the point.
Yeah. How did you feel about the pay-per-view? I heard a lot of people didn't necessarily, like the pay-per-view. I thought it was one of the
Really?
better
I
ones
enjoyed it. I enjoyed everything from WWE this week, and that includes NXT, 205 Live, Raw, SmackDown, everything.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good wrestling. We'll talk about it, but I enjoyed Hell in a Cell. Right from the beginning, New Day and Rusev Day was a good match.
Yeah.
The kickoff. Drew, Dolph, and versus Dean and Seth. That match was awesome.
Yeah.
Drew is
Greatest. He's great.
Drew should be by next year Universal or WWE champion. What do you think?
I could see him Universal Champion. I think he's getting on Raw. I don't think he's going anywhere else.
Well, Raw's where the big boys are. SmackDown's where the wrestling's at.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, but I just see he's a Vince guy to me. I think he got the size.
He
got the
was
look.
from the beginning.
Yeah, I think
When he was the chosen one, right?
I think he still is. I think he still is.
Oh,
a
he
Vince
is.
guy.
He is. That's why he put him with his boy Dolph.
I mean, that and he, they got the straps. Dolph Intercontinental Champion. They're in the main event. They're in the main feud. You know what I'm saying? They're in the mix with the U.S. I mean, not the U.S., the Universal title. I don't know. They with Braun. They do whatever the fuck they want to do right now at this point. I love it. He elevated a talent like Ziggler. So,
yeah, I would say so too because we talked about it many times. Ziggler wasn't really doing nothing until he hooked up with McIntyre. Now look at them, tag team champions, as you said. That tag team division is back on track now.
Oh yeah, we'll get
for
to
sure because we were talking about that for a while.
Yeah.
But no, I think it was a great showing. This match, compared to the last 3 pay-per-view matches where we saw the Leaders of Worlds versus B Team, I mean, this was far and away what tag team should look like, tag team division.
Absolutely. How do you feel about the Jeff and Randy spot with the airing?
I just didn't want Jeff to get hurt, man.
Yeah, I mean, how many times can that shit twist? Pause.
I don't know. That man has taken so many falls and He did that like exact spot I think when he was in TNA.
Oh, for real? Yeah,
I'm pretty sure off the top of the cage he did it almost the exact spot.
It looked vicious.
So he's done it before.
It looked vicious.
Oh, it looked like his head just slammed into the table and hit the ground. Like no
Head
faking
first.
gravity, bro.
Head first.
No faking gravity on that one.
He's fucking crazy.
Yeah. The other spot that was awesome was with the screwdriver in the ear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that hurts. I've never had gauges. Have you?
No gauges.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, people with gauges in the crowd, they always show like grabbing their ears and stuff.
I mean, to
was
my
cool.
knowledge, it looked like it can stretch.
It was a cool visual.
It was a nasty visual.
Yeah, I was watching with my girl. And we were like, oh,
Yeah, you were kind of like, is it gonna snap or not? You know what I'm saying? That's what I was like, wow. Do you think they practiced that spot, or was it like
which spot when he
how
fell?
many times do you think he could twist that motherfucker?
Oh, the ear. I thought you meant the table spot.
no,
The ear spot. Oh, probably once maybe,
just to see.
or probably not even. Jeff was probably like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that's
You don't think Jeff's done that before?
he probably has. It just looked real nasty.
Yeah.
It served its purpose.
Oh, it definitely did. It was so cool looking.
Yeah. Shit. We have.
But overall, like, I don't want to see Jeff take any more of those.
Yeah, Jeff. No more of that shit.
Randy did eventually win at the end when he
Just
the ref was like really worried about him and he was calling for everybody and Randy was like, "Do your job. Just
Yeah,
count to 3. Do your job," which I thought was awesome.
Charlotte versus Becky. The right call was made.
The right call was made. Becky is champion. This is awesome. I love the way they're going.
Yeah, I like the fact that even though she won, she's still a bitch. She's still a heel. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of dope. I kind of think people are getting a little carried away with Stone Cold shit a little bit too soon.
Yeah.
A little bit too
Stop.
soon.
I don't even like the comparisons anyway.
Yeah, let her be.
She's
the
Becky Lynch.
Yeah, just Becky Lynch.
She's
I'm
Becky.
loving it. And
She's always been her own thing. She's always been Becky.
Yeah.
And
she's
like
still she's like the top. She's like the top baby face right now.
Seriously though, no matter what she does, like she will always. Like I tweeted out, I think on our thing, it was like probably like three or 4 weeks ago. I was like, no matter what you do, no matter what you make Becky do, no matter how much you want to be her heel, and it was just like, I think someone was. It was. I think it was Katy Perry just going, but I love her. It was like,
Yeah.
I posted like a gif of Katy Perry, but I love her.
Yeah.
It's like no matter what you do, I love Becky.
Yeah, she's the truth. I'm glad to see her character is now on the same level as her in-ring ability, and I think it's about to be crazy. Like even seeing
Well, she
Charlotte,
always had that. They just never did anything with her.
she definitely had it, but to see it all together and you know what I'm saying, like a lot of people forget like she had that belt before. You know what I'm saying?
She was the first SmackDown women's champ.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't remember that. So to see her coordination and to see what's going on now, it's awesome. What the fuck is Pete doing?
Freaking the fuck out over here.
Oh, he's getting high, bro.
Yeah, your cat's freaking out.
He's getting high. The atmosphere is a little cloudy in here for him.
But Becky won, and I like the spot at the end. She won with the roll up, right? Kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
She like reversed the was the figure 4.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool. I mean, that's cool. You don't always have to win with your finisher. Like,
Hey man, I'm here for it.
you win by any means necessary when you're going for that belt or you're trying to keep that belt.
I'm glad they made the right decision, and I heard that wasn't the route that they were thinking about going, but the reaction of the fans, they actually listened for once.
Yeah. I mean, if this was their plan all along, kudos to them for some booking here. Then you can go to the other match, the other women's match, Ronda versus Alexa. I mean, we both
Great match.
single-handedly called Ronda's winning this one.
That was a great match.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Ronda improves with every single match every time she goes out there, in my opinion.
It was a good showing for Alexa too. I thought that she looked strong in that defeat.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's like when people were complaining the first match was the squash match, but like
That's how it's supposed to be.
it's supposed to be that way because then you get this match here where
Yeah,
Alexa,
yeah.
although she loses, she looks good.
Yeah, and she has an understanding, like she knows who she's dealing with. You know what I'm saying? She never been in a ring with somebody like Ronda before, so it's like, how would you know how to deal with her? But now, like, you've been in the ring with her, you got your ass whooped, kind of like, you know, you got that extra motivation to get in there and do your thing. I think it was a very dope showing for her, and she actually is injured now because of that.
Is it real? Or, I assume it's probably real because
I think it's real.
That would suck. Like she would want to be on that Evolution card because they probably have to pull her from that.
It's
Are they
probably
pulling her
not.
from that?
I don't. We don't know how. You know.
Extensive.
Yeah, she's probably not going to be seen until then, if that's the case.
Maybe she'll have like a big comeback in Evolution.
That'd be dope. Because isn't she facing
Trish.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you
That's
feel
a
about
huge match.
How do you think because of all these shows that they're running like back to back to back?
I get lost, man.
Because I'm kind of like getting lost myself.
I
like,
get lost in it.
Like Evolution.
Which one is like? It's so. What do we have first? We have Evolution first, right?
Uh, is it
Is it
before the
Superstar
shakeup?
Showdown?
The
No, it's
Showdown is
Superstar
like 3
Showdown
weeks.
first, then Evolution, then now Crown Jewel, which we got.
Yeah.
Just like we had Backlash, WrestleMania, all those like all ran together. Remember? And I couldn't keep track of it then. I feel like I'm gonna have the same problem coming up.
My thing is like, why are they booking it so close? Like, why do we have to have them like back to back like that?
Money, bro. They went from like they didn't want the 2 a month because it was too much to they're having 3 in like less than a month.
Hold on, let's pause right there. So, do you think the lack of viewership, ticket sales, is kind of making them feel like, holy shit, let's cut these international deals.
I was gonna say their international ticket sales. Hell yeah.
Let's
Not
cut
domestic, unless it's a huge show like Survivor Series, something like that.
Let's do these international shows and get the bag because we know we don't come there like that and they'll appreciate it. Let's get some old faces, familiar faces to them that they know for sure, Triple H and Shawn Michaels and Undertaker, and let's build up another storyline for that, and let's do that and sell out 70,000 to 100,000. Because first they said 90,000, 100,000, then they said 70,000. Now Becky said 60,000.
I think it's 70.
All right, 70,000 motherfuckers is still a lot of people. It's still a lot of tickets. You know what I'm saying? Just for Triple H and Taker. You know what I'm saying? And everybody.
And then all that merch, all that meet and greet money.
And that keeps you ahead. That keeps you, you know what I'm saying, financially. Because I hear they don't make that much money, supposedly, off of NXT, which I don't understand. I don't understand how they're not making money off NXT and they're on the road and they're selling out. But that's the reports that we hear that NXT is kind of like it's helping them build for the future, but it's kind of like financially not recouping that much. Also, these are shit I hear. I don't understand though.
I think it could have something with them to do what we talk about all the time with them just signing everybody.
Yeah, the budgets of all these people. Yeah,
The more they sign, that takes away from all the money that they're making. They have to pay these guys,
and they're paying some of them. You gotta think that Ricochet getting top dollar. Like some of these guys is getting.
You'd be surprised.
You think so?
I've heard a couple indie wrestlers, Joey Ryan, Bucks, a couple others speak on.
I mean, I get that. But you think Adam Cole is not getting like top
specifically speaking of NXT contracts they were talking about.
So you think Adam took a pay cut to be it?
I mean, initially, Adam didn't because Adam wasn't making that Young Bucks, Cody, that type of money. That wasn't that he left like before that really, really, really took off. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he took a pay cut. That could have been for him. It was probably right around when he was making or more, or a little bit less. I don't think it was a significant pay cut if it was, because still think about it. It's only the top guys right now in the indies are making those millions and millions of dollars. The Jerichos, the Bucks, the Hangmans, probably. I would say him because he's so associated with them. The Okadas. Penta's probably. I would say Penta's probably up there. He would probably be close to $1 million if I had to guess because he's been on he's in every freaking promotion, man. He doesn't have the merch like everybody else, but I just think when you just think because they're in WWE, it's not always the money that you're thinking of just because it's that name. You know what I mean? When you think of Brock, Brock's getting paid, I think, like at least $1 million for this upcoming show.
Now, do you think that these shows, back to the international shows that they're doing, the reason why they're doing them so close is to get as much as possible, or you think this is going to be one of those things where it's like they're going to take WWE into wherever over the seas and continuously do these 50,000, 60,000 venues and
Think about it,
continue making money that way?
I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I think it's a combination of them continuing to bring in top talent that they have to pay for. They pay for it somehow. If they keep going next, they'll probably go to London, have a huge show over there. They'll probably go, who knows, man? There's so many places that they can have huge shows. They don't care about the time difference anymore. They can have it on a Saturday night on the network like they've been doing. You know what I mean? Saturday afternoon, whatever you want to do. That it has to pay for. You think about all you hear about them wanting to expand these NXT territories into Japan, into the UK, into all over Asia, all over Australia, all over pretty much everywhere. They got to pay for that, right?
Yeah.
All this is they're trying to get as much. Holy shit! Something just fell off the wall. High society people.
Spooky.
What was I talking about? Just all that takes. Like, you have to bring all that into consideration when you're thinking, like, they have to get as much money as they're possible. Yeah, they have huge money coming in with these TV deals, but if they can get, what was it, $8 million just for the one show? Or is it like the collective shows with the Saudis?
They sign like 10 deals. They sign like 10-year deals. It's
Yeah,
like
so I mean,
$200 million.
if they can get the money, they might as well. You know what I mean? That's what they're thinking, because they got to pay all these guys. They are trying to expand into so many different territories. They have to pay for that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, and the international crowd is usually one way to get that, if you think about it.
Did you hear the rumors that Vince had a meeting with MSG that it was false, that he never really took meetings with them and begin with? And if so, WWE have people that negotiate those deals with Vince not even being there.
Well, you heard what I said. What are they going to do? The deal's already done. They already sold it out. What the hell are they going to do?
Facts.
I say even if there was one, there's nothing going to happen. It's already been sold out. They already got the whole thing. Vince had his opportunity, blew it. You know, I didn't.
Who you think is going to be in this crown?
Wait. Before we keep going, should we finish this Hell in a Cell real quick?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's finish that. We got two more matches, or three more. Brie and Daniel Bryan versus The Miz and Maurice.
I heard that was. I didn't really pay that match too much attention.
It was all right. It was what you expect.
Yeah.
Maurice didn't really want to be in the match the whole time, so she kept tagging in and running away. She kept tagging in The Miz. She kept running away. Eventually, they played some games and they got the win.
Yeah, same shit. I guess that was like the weakest match on the card, but it was
Probably, yeah. A lot of people did not like the finish of that.
Yeah, but you know, Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles.
Phenomenal match, man.
Yeah, it was definitely a great match.
But every time they get in the ring, it just gets better and better.
When is Joe getting his belt?
Hold on. Talk about the ending, though.
I like the finish, but to me, it seemed like he tapped. Huh?
Well, yeah, but the ref couldn't see it. So it definitely basically sets up the feud. You saw Joe come out on Tuesday night and say, "Yo, he tapped. You saw it. He tapped. He knows he tapped. I want my match." Like,
and
you
his
saw
shoulders
it.
wasn't even like his shoulders wasn't even down. They weren't even touching the mat. So it was kind of like bullshit. That's why I'm like, when are they gonna put the strap on him? Because it's like it has to happen eventually.
We'll see. I already told you who's getting that strap. He just got signed.
Yeah,
he just got signed.
Oh yeah, you definitely said that. I want to see Joe though. I don't want to see just. Yeah, I rather Joe put the work in. So I definitely.
He'll get it. Joe will get it.
Definitely want to see it on Joe.
The last match is Roman and Braun with Mick Foley as the ref. Didn't need Mick Foley as the ref at all for me. He counted to 3 at one point, and no one wants to talk about it. Like, they didn't bring it up on Raw, did they? I didn't catch the beginning.
They didn't bring it up on Raw.
Like, nothing. He almost counted 3 a couple times, and, like, nobody wants to bring that up.
He did always count 3. Why was he counting so fast? He gave him like the Earl Hebner.
I don't know. This is a Hell in a Cell. This is the most dramatic match they pretty much have.
Yo, he was just a prop for his, show that they were dropping on the network. But my thing is, y'all could have just left it where it was on, Raw. He didn't have to be in this match at all, yo. He was really in this match for the fuckery.
Yeah, right? Why was he in the match?
It looked weird as shit. Just so Paul can.
And Braun, I feel like they were getting so pissed at him too because they couldn't. I legitimately feel like Roman and Braun were getting pissed because of the way he was counting. They couldn't tell. Like, he changed it every time. Like, they didn't know when to kick out.
Oh shit! I count three.
He definitely counted three. I'm telling you, go back and watch. Like he counted three.
Other than that, I love the fucking match. I think the match was a very fun match. It was
Me
very
too.
fucking
Me
dope. There was
especially
a lot of
that.
shit going on.
I mean, the ending. I know a lot of people. The problem with the ending, but Brock came back. Like, what the hell do you think Brock's gonna do? He's gonna cause destruction. That's his belt. He wants it back.
I'm glad Brock came. I was actually happy to see Brock.
I mean, the only thing is like
They saved both of them.
you let Jeff and Randy finish a match, but you won't let Braun and Roman finish one.
Oh yeah, nah, he was getting fucked. They was getting fucked up with like table pieces, like that shit. Like it
Yeah,
hurt.
they were down for a while
It looked
too.
like it hurt, bro. And they were fucking each other up. Everybody think that y'all forget they had a match, right? It was a fucking heavyweight match. Like, and then that's another thing. What the fuck y'all expect them to do? Like, I'm listening to the weight, and they like 392. How Braun's like damn near 300.
Braun's
pounds.
big as shit.
Then
Man.
they got Roman. Roman's like
He's
270.
huge. He's like 6'8", I think.
Roman 270 and shit. Like, yo, what the
Husky
fuck? What the
boys,
fuck
man.
are they supposed to be
Huskies.
doing? And like, yo, they fuck killing each other the whole match. Then they interfered and was fighting on top of the cage. The show and Shield, that shit was dope, man. It's fucking fire. I knew that.
Dolphin
they
Seth took the
always-
bump.
They always take that bump once
Someone's
a year.
taking the bump.
They take it once a year, yo. Every
That's
year.
Seth's second time taking that bump, right? Him and Dean took like the same exact one when they had their match, right?
I think that's that third time, right?
Really?
Taking that bump, yeah. He
No,
always
I remember
he
him
always
and
take
Dean.
that shit, yeah, they always take that bump, yo. That shit like
Roman
that's-
ends up winning technically.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I enjoyed the pay per view.
I did too.
It was
I enjoyed
entertaining.
Raw too.
Yeah, Raw was dope. What was your favorite part about Raw?
Well, all right. So I didn't catch the whole like maybe first hour and a half. I literally turned my TV on when Leo Rush came out. So I think I tuned in at the perfect time. Leo Rush showed in about 2 minutes the reason why WWE signed him, the reason why he's not going to be on 205 Live for long. And if he is, he's going to be the Cruiserweight champion pretty soon. Him and Bobby together, I love that whole dynamic. I said last time, I think they should be a tag team. Him doing all those acrobatic flips, pushing the chair at Kevin Owens, jumping over both of them, doing the flip. What else did he do? Oh, Bobby throws him from the ring onto both of them. I love them two together.
That's the best part about Raw to me. It was dope, man. And he's still going to be competing on 205 Live, and then he's going to be managing on Raw.
Well, did you see
And
205
then
Live
gonna
this
be-
week?
No, I didn't get a chance to check.
So
it out.
he was talking to Drake Maverick. He's like, I'm not gonna be able to wrestle. He's like, I got business on Raw with Bobby. I can't wrestle No
Yeah.
Amdar next week. And Drake Maverick was like, I don't care. He's like you better be there, or else there's gonna be serious consequences.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I can't do it. Like,
Yeah.
it's stuff to do. Then Drake got serious and was like, you better be here or something. I don't know.
She's gonna be dope, yo.
But basically, I think I love the dynamic that like he's basically telling him, you're not better than 205, bigger than 205 Live. You got to handle your business here, and you could be on Raw. He's like, I'm handling my GM role here, and I'm still managing tag team.
Yeah, I just hope he comes out with like a suit, all black suit or something like that.
That suit was awesome though that he was wearing on 205 Live.
Yeah, and then he comes out with that other shit, looking like a baby Roderick Strong.
Yeah,
And
they're
War
gonna
Games.
be. I hope they keep this going. I
Yeah.
really hope they keep this going. This is gonna be a really good dynamic between these two.
Yeah, so I like that. So we got that going on, and then we got AOP with a new manager, so that's adding depth to the tag team division. They just fucked.
Oh,
They
for sure.
almost killed those guys.
What'd you say?
God bless those guys that AOP faced on Monday.
Who did they face?
Some jobbers.
Oh, I didn't catch that one. I told
Yeah,
you.
yeah. They faced some jobbers, bro. Almost killed them. It was horrible, bro.
What do you feel about like Bobby Roode and?
I feel like Bobby's turning heel eventually.
I hope so.
I mean, they keep having Gable come out and basically winning the match, the entire match by himself. Then I think he won a singles match also. They got him doing like a little small winning streak, and he's so happy and all that shit. But even if still, if it was a tag team, that's a third tag team. You know what I'm saying? They're rebuilding the tag team division. That's kind of dope. I'm there for them as a tag team, and I'm there for them as a feud. But if you're gonna treat them as a feud, or if he's gonna turn heel, make it feel important. Like make me feel interested into that because I'm interested in Bobby and you know what I'm saying Leo, and it don't matter where they at on you know what I'm saying on the card. I'm into you know what I'm saying. So make shit feel important again. So I hope they do that if they part their ways. But I love Gable. I'm glad he's getting TV time.
I hope so too, but I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this. Either way, I don't think it looks good for either of them. But if they put, because I know Bobby, if they turn him heel, he's going to put everything into it because he's a better heel than he is a face. We all know it, just like Randy Orton is. They're better as heels than faces, and they probably enjoy it more too. You can see they turn it up to a different level when they're in that heel character, heel persona. Um, I just hope for both their sake, for Bobby Roode and for Chad Gable, that they come out of this with something, because I love both of those guys.
Absolutely. How you feel about Roman, Braun, and Lesnar for the Crown Jewels?
I mean, I knew Brock was going to get pissed, but I didn't think they were going to let him wrestle before his UFC fight. But I'm with it. I mean, they all have legitimate claims. They all legitimate claim to want to have that title. Roman has the title. He's the champ. The other two have a claim to it. I mean, Brock ruined Braun's cash in, and Brock kind of thinks Braun ruined his match. So I mean, he has a legitimate rematch clause too. So you can't argue with either of it. And they're the three biggest, baddest dudes on Monday Night Raw. I mean, you gotta be.
What if Braun pins Brock to win the title?
Not happening. Roman's gonna win that.
Things gonna win.
I would love it. I would love it if Braun won because we wouldn't see it coming. Roman would still look strong. But I don't think they're going to make Brock look weak on his way out the door to UFC.
I don't think it hurts.
I think Braun's going to take the pin.
That'd be stupid. And then cash in later?
He doesn't. What? Cash in what? He already cashed in.
Did
he already had a match. Bell rang on that match. That was a match.
So it didn't matter if it didn't have a finish?
Nope. No. The only thing that matters is if the bell rings for the start of the match. Then it is an official match.
Oh.
So that contract, yeah. Did he come out with it on Monday? No.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Where was it?
Oh, yeah, it didn't say Monster in the Bank. Yeah.
Where was it?
Damn, that's fucked up. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why the crowd was saying, this is bullshit.
Probably.
How you feel about Dean? Like since he's been back, because he faced Drew. They had a great match, I think so. But Dean hasn't really said anything since he's been back.
That's good though. He's kind of been a different Dean. I mean, he's not as crazy. He doesn't do that. He's got a different move set. I mean, he's stockier.
Powerhouse now.
Yeah, he's the powerhouse of the Shield now. He does all the crazy power moves. He's not doing as many of those he's not doing his lunatic shtick anymore, which is good.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a different Dean. I mean, he had to be different. He came back looking different.
Yeah.
And it works for him because I talked about it before. I was getting sick of the old Dean. Mm-hmm. I'm glad he came back and a different guy. He put on some muscle, and you saw on Raw that he can go.
Yeah.
I mean, Drew and him, they're going to be in the Super Showdown with the 6-man tag. They have a lot invested in both of those guys. Those are the top 6 guys on their show as far as they're concerned. And I can't argue with that, with any one of them.
It's true.
And that match on Raw showed you it.
Mm-hmm. The Undertaker.
I don't know. I didn't watch it. I don't care about The Undertaker. Go ahead. Talk about him if you want.
I was all fine at Danny Undertaker versus Triple H, but they just brought Kane into the mix. I'm fucking tired of Kane, bro. Stop associating Taker with Kane.
Can I call it right now?
Tag team match?
Yep. It's never happened before. DX versus the Brothers of Destruction. It's never happened.
It makes sense for business-wise, but as far as
where is that going to take place? What international pay-per-view?
At the Saudi Arabia. At the Crown.
You think? You think they're going to hold off a little bit?
Yeah, they're probably just going to... Kane's probably going to be on one side. Weird. And then, Michael's gonna be on the other side. Weird shit. I think I was all for it until Kane came into the mix. Why did they have to bring Kane?
I've never been for it.
I'm just saying.
I've never been for it.
I've never been for it either, but it just makes sense because it's over there. It's over there.
Yeah, it makes sense for them, so that's cool.
So that's what they're doing. They're trying to.
My opinion doesn't matter because it's not for any of us over here. It's for pretty much for those people over there.
Yeah, so I get that. All right, cool. This is the last time. All right, they had some good matches. They had good.
I'll watch it, obviously.
All right, but when you added Kane to it, that's goofy now. Y'all doing the fucking most now.
Doesn't he have to be mayor? Like, does he have shit to do?
Like, yo, we know he's the mayor, bro. Like, y'all drawing now. Like,
how do the people in Knox County feel that he's just taking a couple days to go over to where they Australia, and then he'll probably go to Saudi Arabia?
We gonna chokeslam Michaels? What are you gonna do?
They probably love it. They probably love it too. They're like, that's our mayor, the mayor of destruction. He's from hell.
That shit is trash, man. But I don't know, man. I'm over that shit. You know, basically.
Hey, you know what? People are gonna watch it.
Taker came out and announced that Kane was gonna be on his side, and you know, obviously cut a promo on Triple H.
Some people, that match is probably the only reason they're watching the pay-per-view. Some people.
That's true. That's
I'm looking forward to Buddy Murphy versus Cedric Alexander.
I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Can Buddy win it in his home?
I hope so. Oh yeah.
Home country.
Oh, he's probably winning it.
I don't think so.
He should.
He should. I don't think he's going to. I love Buddy though. That's my guy.
Yeah.
The Thunder from Down Under. He's just the way he does the power moves from a guy who used to be like 230, probably close to 240 because he was cut. Style. He was bulky up top. Like his shoulders and traps were huge, and he cut down, and you could see he still has that power set. The power move set, but he can fly too.
He can fly. He can move. He's fast.
I love his like reverse Hurricane Rana or whatever it is, like the snap Rana from behind that he does. A lot of people do it, but I love him and Kalisto's.
I love his finish. His finish is ridiculous.
Oh, the fireman's carry into it's called like I know the name of it, but it's called something like the whale or something. I don't know.
That shit is dope.
That got a bunch of names. What does he call it though?
Who?
What does he call it? Buddy Murphy, the best kept secret, probably.
Oh, the best kept secret. Yeah,
probably. I don't know.
I'm happy for Dana Brooke. She looked all right in this match with Bayley. After all the shit she been through, you know, her boyfriend and being up there in the main roster and not really having any type of direction. And really looking like she had two left feet in the ring. I think she had a all right showing with Bayley.
She's still with the Titus or no?
Yeah, she's still with him.
I thought they were gonna break up.
Yeah, she's still with him.
They're not breaking up anytime soon or what?
I'm not too sure.
You gotta be sure, because I thought they teased it like a while ago. But I could be wrong. Who else on Raw like? Did Finn do anything this week? Like, where was he at?
I don't recall seeing Finn.
Where was he at?
Oh, let me check the notes. I don't recall seeing Finn at all.
Why not? I mean, that's everybody's guy. He's so over, but
yeah, because a lot of shit that's going on in WWE right now, especially on Raw, it's a lot of storyline going on.
Yeah,
and he doesn't have a storyline. And as I'm looking,
and that's okay.
In my notes, I don't. Yeah, he's nowhere in my notes. Yeah. Nowhere.
I was gonna say I would remember if he did something. I don't remember anything.
Yeah, I don't either.
That's fine though. That's fine. Maybe they're working on something.
After that was the squash match with AOP that we discussed. Seth Rollins had a backstage segment, and he found out that he had to face Ziggler. If he didn't face Ziggler, he would have been stripped of the title. I love Baron Corbin and the things that he's doing right now. I think his character as general manager is definitely dope, and I think he's playing it the right way. He get a lot of heat, but I'm actually enjoying Baron Corbin. How you think his managing skills has been going?
I think he's been doing a great job, especially this episode and last week. He's doing a great job. The way he makes himself laugh when he like is in the middle of a match and he like disqualifies himself, and then he's like, wait, and he grabs the mic and he's like, this is no disqualification match. He's like, and starts laughing to himself. And when he just booked himself in a Universal Championship match, his progression from when he first started on the main roster to now is like crazy. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of Jason Jordan too.
Yeah.
Because Jason Jordan, if you remember, nobody liked him, nobody wanted him, nobody wanted to see him on TV, and I fell in love with him once he started doing the Kurt Angle stuff, and once he found what the character was, he did awesome. And I think Baron has found what his character is, and it's pretty entertaining for me. I don't know about everybody else, but I thought it was great.
I enjoyed it. I hated it at first, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Got to give talent some time to grow, and shit was dope, bro. I like I said. Did you think Kurt did a did you think Kurt did a good job, or it was just all right? Why are we still talking about
As general manager?
Yeah.
Kurt was a terrible general manager.
I thought it was me.
Yo, Kurt was walking around. He's like,
This
he was like you saw him. He was like, this place is falling apart. He would always look, the show would fall apart. Like the last 2 months that Kurt was running it. He never had a handle on it.
like,
Kurt and Steph would just come out whenever the hell they wanted and do whatever they wanted and make matches. Kurt would just sit there and be like, all right. He really never was that good of a general manager.
he would fuck up on lines a lot.
Kurt can't even say WWE. He's like, WWE. I love Kurt, though.
I love Kurt too, but I'm definitely enjoying Baron's a little bit more than
Yeah,
Kurt.
this is awesome for Baron.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, all right, well,
He held his own with Roman, too, in the match.
yeah,
He always holds his own in the ring.
Yeah.
He had a really good, what is it, Deep Six or whatever it is.
Yeah,
He
I
gave
like that move.
Roman a good one there, too. I had the crowd pop a little bit thinking he was going to win. But the ending of that match was fun. People were, complaining that it was, overbooked this, overbooked that. I was like, did you guys watch the Attitude Era? I was like, Attitude Era was overbooked left and right every goddamn night.
What do they mean overbooked?
The way that, Braun and Braun came out, and then the show came out, and then Shield came out, and there was a whole thing.
What's the storyline?
And then exactly, but I'm like, do you remember back in the Attitude Era days that shit would happen every Monday night, and everybody loved it. I
That shit
loved
used
it.
to be dope.
I literally was sitting there watching the end, and it made me harken back to those days where I'm like, this is fun, man. This is what it should be like, where just chaos is happening all the time. Like you said, it builds storyline. You get more invested. This is fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
There was never any finishes back in the day. Do you people forget that?
Yeah, the referee would just disappear.
Yeah, there was never any finishes.
Lights go out, King show up.
Yeah, and if it was a DQ, or just like what happened this week. That is what used to happen.
Yeah.
It'd be chaos in the match, and then Baron, you think Baron's gonna get the upper hand, and then Roman, boom, he wins.
I like the unpredictability the shit is happening.
Yeah.
I like the fact
Fun
that,
again. It's fun.
I like the fact that to go back to the even Nia Jax. Let's talk about that. Even Nia Jax.
Nia
coming out,
came back.
You know what I'm saying? Came back. That was pretty dope right before Evolution, which I'm sure she's gonna have a part in that. So that's dope to see that she's back.
I want to see her take on Beth, man. Her and Beth Phoenix would be great.
Yeah, it would be great.
That's my dream match.
Did you hear her dream match?
Who?
She wanted to face her cousin, Tamina.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, Tamina's been there a long time.
yeah. We didn't know she was gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope that she surprised and came back. Leo Rush, that situation, we knew Kevin probably came out, but I didn't know they was gonna let Leo cut loose like that.
That was some parkour, hardcore parkour. When he got the chair, pushed the chair at him, jumped over both of them, did the backflip off the apron, and then to top it all off, Bobby threw him.
Yeah.
That was just fantastic, and it showed people who didn't know who Leo Rush was, they're now interested. You know what I mean? It got the crowd in, and they were like, "Ooh!" When you get those type of reactions from the crowd, you know you're doing something. You know you got something special going, and that's what Leo Rush is. He's special. The more you get him out on Monday night doing stuff like that, the more he's gonna get over. The more Bobby's gonna get over. The more your whole damn show's gonna get over.
Because he has he has that charisma that Bobby doesn't have.
Put him in a main event type spot against the show. Those two, Bobby and Leo against Drew and Dolph, that's a main event match.
That's fire. Yeah.
Eventually, once you get Bobby and Leo more established and built up and more credible, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could totally see that. Them against the Shield, them against, you name it, bro.
They can go far.
I love it.
We done with Raw. You ready to talk about SmackDown?
SmackDown, you mean the A show?
Yeah. I mean, is it the A show?
As far as I'm concerned.
Over NXT?
I've been having a lot of fun with SmackDown the past couple months, man.
All right.
I really have. I don't know about you, but
No, it's been good. I don't know. NXT, I don't know, man. But
Come on, man. Did you see that match between Andrade
yeah, it was dope. It was very,
and
very dope.
AJ? You see that reversal?
Yes, it was amazing. It was amazing.
He basically went for the pin, and then he just changed his mind, got up, picked up Andrade from that whole thing, because he like did a flip over and bridged, right, and then like flipped back over, picked him up, did the Styles Clash. Like both of those guys are studs. I want to see that match for the championship eventually.
it was beast. I'm just glad that Amos is getting an opportunity to stay in a great position. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's losing, he's still winning at the same time.
He still looks good. There's
Yeah, he
nothing
looks
wrong
great.
with the guy losing. He looks good every week.
Yeah.
As long as you keep doing stuff like that, because he faced Bryan and looked really good against Bryan too. Don't forget that.
Yeah, he did.
He had a couple matches against. That's his second match against AJ. He had a couple against Bryan. He's doing fine, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I can't wait till they like really let
I
this.
like the matches with him and Rusev also.
Oh yeah. You want to talk about that Rusev Day breaking up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. It's about time.
I mean, it's about time. I mean, Aiden was carrying them anyway.
He was. Do you think they're gonna still push him?
They better.
Yeah, because he got him over.
Aiden totally got. I mean, Rusev got himself over for. He's been over for years, based on the way he's changed everything. He's always been the Bulgarian brute, but he's changed little stuff here and there. But once he got with Aiden, he really took off. That's when the shirts started happening, and he was singing and rapping him to the ring. And let's not overlook Aiden in the ring.
Oh yeah.
Aiden's pretty good in the ring. He's very aggressive. I believe he does. Doesn't he do when he was with Simon Gotch? He did. I know he did a swanton type thing. He's very very good in the ring, and he's good on the mic too. I hope that this goes somewhere where he is elevated maybe to one of the mid card heels on SmackDown, because he can wrestle pretty much with anybody. I'm not saying wrestle a main event type match with anybody, but he can wrestle anybody out there. And it's I believe it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope they give him the opportunity. They might because of SmackDown.
I think he's shown in this whole thing with Rusev that if you're looking for anybody to be able to deliver on the mic, to deliver in the ring, and get you merch and draw eyes, I mean, that's pretty much everything that he's done along with Rusev through this whole run with Rusev Day.
Yeah.
And then he smacked him right over the head with the microphone and ended it all.
Yeah.
All because
Lana got
bros
fucked up
before hoes, man.
Fucked up their bromance.
Bros before hoes. Where do they go from? I mean, they'll probably have a little bit of a feud, right?
Yeah, some on the mid card probably, or some on the pre-show. They probably do a couple matches, and that'll be it.
I hope, like I said, I hope that it goes somewhere for Aiden and he can turn into some type of heel on SmackDown. And I hope Rusev. I mean, Rusev always finds a way to. He might flounder for a little bit and then find a way to reinvent himself. I'm sure Rusev will be fine.
Oh, Rusev definitely gonna be fine.
I'm looking
I'm
forward
also worried
to.
about it.
I'm looking forward to the saga as it continues, though, because I know it ain't over.
Yeah.
We're gonna get some matches and some shenanigans out of this, and I'm looking forward to it.
Kofi Kingston versus Cesaro, dope
Who?
match. Kofi faced Cesaro.
Kramer Kingsman.
Yeah, they're gonna have like all type. They're gonna have like a full breakfast course meal of merch.
Probably they're gonna have to do something with bacon or something soon.
Yeah, get them a deal with Cracker Barrel.
Donuts. I know they'll do donuts. If they do something with donuts, I'm in. They can't have Cracker Barrel. Bucks got that already.
Shout out to the Bucks.
Bucks already got that.
Oh man, but I think it was a good match. Obviously, I'm glad to see Cesaro back on my television. I'm glad to see that the bar is still around, because I thought that they would be split up by now because of injuries and stuff like that with Sheamus. So yeah, I think the New Day holding on to those tag belts. Hopefully Sanity comes back and try to get them. Sanity, man.
Who's that?
Fucking Sanity, man.
Who that?
One of the best trios in the world. Unfortunately, they're not on TV right now.
I don't know what they're doing with them.
I don't know how you can fuck them up.
I don't know. You think the bar's winning those tag belts?
No.
No?
I got Sanity.
You got what?
I got Sanity winning them.
Yeah, but the bar's taking on the New Day at Super Showdown. You don't think?
I think the New Day going to get a run with him.
They've had it for a little bit now.
They haven't won a feud, really. They haven't really feuded with the belts.
Yeah, I guess so.
Give it some time. The Bar
All
and
right.
them is like what, 5-time
You
champions?
never know. You never know.
The Bar don't need a 6 title reign.
The Bar needs another reign.
They do not need another reign.
Why not?
Give them a singles
I just
push.
love both of those guys. I'm gonna push them to the day they die.
I want them to go
I
for
love
other
the New
titles.
Day too, though. It's hard. It's hard for me.
I want to see Cesaro go for AJ Styles. That's what I want to see.
I would like to see Cesaro versus Kofi versus AJ versus Big E versus.
I want to
Just
see
all
some
of
mixed.
them.
I just want to see some different shit. And SmackDown, like you starting to see, like they had R-Truth in the main event. You know what I'm saying? They had Brie Bella in the main event. Like, let me see Cesaro face.
I'm glad you said that because Impact just did that this past week. Actually, they had Fala Ba, who I'm sure you have no idea because you don't watch TNA
Fuck
that
no.
much. The big like sumo dude.
Okay.
He's basically been like a comedy act for a while. I mean, he is, but he they let him get in there and mix it up every now and then with some people. He's been doing like comedy stuff. He was on the Smoke Show with your girl Scarlett, and then he was on Wrestle. They were taking him and KM are together, and they were wrestling the Desi Hit Squad. So they've been like doing like comedy stuff. But they came out at the beginning of Impact, and Austin Aries gave him. He said, "I'll let you have a shot at the belt," pretty much like. So Fallon Aries had a match for the belt, and usually like it's a comedy thing. You're like, we know where this is going. Like, okay, whatever, but pretty good match. Like, pretty damn good match. They took a chance on that, putting that in their main event, but it worked.
Yeah.
So like you said with SmackDown, like take chances every now and then because it's different. People like that,
They're still a tag
especially if
team.
they like that character that's gonna go for that belt.
They're still a tag team. What it doesn't mean anything to have Sheamus face AJ or Cesaro face AJ.
It's
Put
fun.
on a great showing, and then
That'll
they
be
can
a
go
great
back.
match. You'll get
Yeah.
people talking too.
Why not? Why can't the Big E go for the belt? Like y'all want to keep building AJ up with his reign, have him run through everybody until your person that you always saying is taking the belt shows up, and then they have their feud.
619.
Yeah, and I heard he signed.
Buika?
I heard it's official. The ink is dry.
He will be the next WWE champion.
All right. In the meantime,
I've been saying it for weeks. I'll
In the
keep saying it.
meantime, have them face everybody. Tag team, no
Yeah.
tag team. Mid card, no mid card. No mid card. Champion versus champion. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Let's have fun with the fucking roster. Don't
Yeah.
keep 3-4 guys in the same rotation and that be it. You know what I'm saying? Like they do a lot with Raw. But recently,
Well,
I'm
they did it
actually
this
enjoying
week.
it.
I mean, he's getting to go in with CN I think about a month ago he had a match with CN, and now this week he gets to have another one with CN, a little bit longer. So hopefully we'll get someone else thrown in there like a Cesaro. I'd love to see that on a SmackDown episode.
Yeah, I want to see Gable. I want to see Gable versus Roman. You know what I'm saying? I want to see some different shit. I want to see Finn jump back in there again, like, or the Demons show up. I mean, and actually win the belt. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to see some shit like that, like some unpredictable shit. And they have the talent to do it. You know what I mean? What if a situation like that happened? Let's say I don't know. They the schedule for Braun to, or let's say for instance is Brock or somebody like that, but he get injured or something happened to him. Maybe Braun take him out. Now you got Braun and Brock, like a one-on-one situation to build Brock back up. Build Braun back up. Have him knock off Brock. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, Roman don't have anybody to fight. You know what I'm saying? At this point, lights go out. Fucking smoke pair. Fucking demon just shows up. Actually win the fucking strap. You know what I'm saying? Or just something like that. It'd just be like a dope ass moment, for shock value. You know what I mean? Which I think that the crowd is yearning for. I think us as the people, we want that. We want that shock value. So yeah, but I fuck with Cesaro being on my TV. Shout out to Sylvester. I know he gonna what I'm saying, hit me up. You already know how you feel about that. We talk about the AJ shit. Oscar is back versus Billy Kay.
What'd you think about that?
I'm just happy.
I know you love Asuka.
I'm happy that she's.
I was
making
gonna
her
wear
presence.
my iconic shirt too today.
I'm glad she's made her presence back on television right before Evolution. Hopefully, she plays a good role in that. I don't know. I don't know why she wouldn't be on the All
Tag
Women
team
show.
match.
I mean, even if she in a tag team match and he has a great showing and she pins, you know what I'm saying? I'm good with that. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. They fucked her up. They fucked her whole wave up. You know what I'm saying? Took her off TV. So now she rebuilding. It's the rebrand. You know what I'm saying? So if she can get a win in the tag team for the rebrand, I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? As long as she on the pay per view. If she's not on all women's pay per view, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Well, that's what I said. It'll probably be tag team match. It'll probably be the Iconics versus her and Naomi. Or is that for Super Showdown? Is that already on?
I
there?
don't fucking know at this point, bro.
I don't know, but I would love to hopefully see Asuka get back on the right track, like you're saying, get back into that women's title picture. Her versus Becky, her versus Charlotte again. Come on now, give me that. Give me more of that.
Yeah, I definitely.
I don't care when it happens, but it needs to happen again. They'll get it right, man. They'll get it right. Everybody can't have a title all the time, you know.
Yeah,
because the two that are in the title picture are killing it right now.
Yeah, Queen Bitch, Becky Lynch.
That main event sequence was just everything Becky did. The way she talked, the way she stood, the way she called called Charlotte a bitch. Just everything. She just got everything
like winning
down.
The title wasn't enough. You gotta submit. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Down for the queen, bitch. I loved it. But y'all gotta stop with the Stone Cold shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta cut it out.
Yeah, I just love how she's like, you can come over here, raise my hand. And she goes, no, don't raise my hand. You can put the belt on me. She's like, and Charlotte got so pissed and then called her
I love the all black.
Said, I want you to say that I'm the queen, bitch.
Yeah, man. I love the all black. I kind of want her music to get a little bit darker. Just a little bit.
A little bit. Maybe eventually.
Not or maybe just make it harder, like, you know what I'm saying, and make it a little bit grimier, like, you know what I'm saying, not so bright. To go with the all black, you know what I'm saying, bring it down and make the O's a little bit more aggressive, and you know what I mean, we out of here. We gonna love it anyway. We still gonna fuck with it, but she's playing this role to the T. Like, you know what I'm saying, we gotta mix it up a little bit, just a little bit.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
They'll get there probably if they see her going a certain way. I like the way they're going with it right now, where they're not forcing her to be a face. They're not forcing her to be a heel. They're not forcing Charlotte to be either. Just let it just be organic. Let these girls just put a good storyline together and see what happens, and see eventually when it's all said and done where the crowd goes. And if they stay the same where they like both of them, so what? Mm-hmm. You still got two huge stars.
Yeah, and I love the way Charlotte is acting and putting over Becky. I love it. It's fucking dope. 6-time world champion.
And Becky's just brushing it off.
Yeah, brushing it off. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean shit. I love it. She needs to have a long reign. She said it's my belt, which means it's my show, and it is her show. Because they'll put fucking AJ in that title anywhere on the fucking card. It doesn't matter. He's like, AJ, you're phenomenal. Don't matter where we put you. Just do your thing. Here's the belt. Keep going with your reign. Motherfucking AJ could be on the fucking pre-show for all we know next time. Like, that's how the fuck they be booking that title. Don't matter who the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, actually, you want to hear a stat? You ready for that? I'm so glad you brought that up. Mm-hmm. There's a stat I read. I think it's someone on Reddit looked it up and did the statistics on this. Since the brand split, the WWE Championship has never been in the main event when Raw and SmackDown are in the same show.
Yeah, we always say that.
Like, what the fuck?
And that's the real title. It's not the new shit that they just made because of a brand split. This is the shit that's been around for, decades. And they treat it like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's strange, bro. It's strange, But hey, what you going to do? But between Raw and SmackDown, great television to me.
No complaints from me this week.
I don't know, man. I don't know what y'all want me to say, man. Y'all used to be bitching and complaining, but I understand that after All In, you're just not going to get that from WWE, man. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get New Japan shit in WWE.
I mean, you're still getting some fun stuff.
You're definitely getting fun shit.
Here's what I'll say: with Raw, it's 3 hours. There's gonna be some bad shit in there, man. There's gonna be some bad stuff. But like they're getting better at building that stuff in between, like the Leo Rush stuff, the AOP stuff's getting a little better. I I mean, the fact that they have Drake Maverick is the only thing that's getting better with that. But I mean, Drew and Dolph, you see all that sprinkled throughout the episode. They're involved in the beginning, in the middle, at the end. So I mean, Baron's playing his part throughout the whole show. So yeah, they're kind of figuring out how to kill a little less of that filler that nobody cares about and bring more storylines to wrap the whole show together the way SmackDown does. So I think Raw is getting better at it. But it's definitely been more fun the last couple weeks. I feel like at least I think so.
It's definitely been more fun, and like I said, once you realize that there's other alternative things to watch, and I know a few of y'all cavers are actually boycotting, so I guess y'all are part of the actual viewership that's going down. But yeah, a couple people boycotting until Roman drops the belt. They don't like some of the decisions that they made, and I get it. But at the end of the day, it's the E. You know what I'm saying? They don't really give a fuck. They're gonna do what they want to do, and they're gonna push who they want to push. You know what I'm saying? If the story is interesting and entertaining, then I'm here for it. If it's not, then it's not. If I'm not with it, I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? But you watch 205 Live. I haven't seen it. Tell me about it. How was 205 Live?
Well, Wednesday night is what to watch. There's three solid shows. You got the Mae Young Classic. You got
Which I gotta catch up on.
You got 205 Live, and you got NXT. NXT and 205 Live both had killer main events this week, both of them. I did on my own because I wanted to see how long they got, so I was watching. Looked like the NXT main event got about 22 minutes, and 205 Live almost like 25 minutes, from like bell to bell. The 205 Live main event saw Drew Gulak and Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, man.
They've been feuding for a little bit, for like a month. Drew's been pissed. He wanted another shot since the last time he lost. He was like, "Yo, man," he's been saying week after week he wants another shot. So he's been going out, terrorizing Cedric, and he put him in the gulag. He's just interrupted him in matches, and he just keeps going to Drake and saying, I want a match." And then finally culminated with Cedric saying, or Drake and Cedric, they gave it to him. They were like, "All right, cool." And then this week that we had it. The difference in the styles. I always talk about it. Drew's ground and pound. He's on the ground. He's going to stay down. Cedric flies through the air, man. He does everything. He does the little bounce off the ropes, the springboard, like handstand off the rope stuff, which looks really cool. I'm not going to lie to you. He has that style, but against Drew, I love those matches where Drew can break people down and stop him from doing that. At one point in this match, Drew, who never goes on top rope, you know how he is. He doesn't like anyone going on top rope. He thinks everybody should be on the ground. He went up on the top rope because you saw how much he wanted that Cruiserweight Championship, and he went for it. Ultimately, he did not win. Cedric held on, but it was just cool to see that. I always talk about, like, I would love to see Drew against anybody in 205 Live, like any competitor, because he can wrestle their style, but he has his own style that he incorporates into it. You know what I mean? It's like a Pete Dunne. Pete can wrestle anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He has his own style that he's going to give throughout the match, but he can also go with anybody else's style too. And I just really love that. And I think it's time for him to get to the Cruiserweight Championship, in my opinion, before anybody else.
I want to see him on Raw. I want to see him get the same opportunities as Drake and Leo Rush, because if he does become a manager, he can get in the ring and show what he can do on that.
I mean, he's a personality.
And at first, I didn't know if they were going to just be a manager situation, but now, because they showcase Leo in that manner, it has to be a tag team match coming like next week or coming soon between Kevin Owens and Elias versus them.
Next week, they got another good show too on 205. They're going to have Akira, no, not Akira, sorry. Hideo Itami's going to take on the heart of 205 Live, Mustafa Ali, who was put out of commission by Itami, so he demanded he wanted this match. Drake made him take some time off, so this is going to be his first. He had a tune-up match last week, and now he's going to be ready to go. He wants Hideo.
Is Leo match going to be next week?
I was going to say, then the other match that I'm looking forward to is going to be Leo 5 Live against Noam Dar. So those will be some good matches next week on 205. Everybody, like, we had another good one this week. We had TJP take on Lince Dorado. And I love Lince. He's one of my favorites on that show, Lucha House Party. But he's probably my favorite of the Lucha House Party. Only reason TJ got the win was because he tried to take the mask. Well, he did take the mask off of Lince, so Lince had to cover up, and TJ won. But I'm interested to see if they keep TJ feuding with Lucha, get a tag team partner. Maybe he can team up with Buddy and Tony because they have history with them. So I love 205, man. Just it's different. They just need another title in there, like whether a trio, a tag, something.
I would like to see a trio.
Me too,
It'd be
because then
different.
you can bring in more people too.
Yeah, you could do more. Makes sense. They definitely probably do need another belt. You know what I'm saying? If they get more time.
I think they're just holding out to see where the show goes. I think that's why they switched it to Wednesday, put it before NXT, see if people start watching it more because it's right before the show everybody watches. And then I just think they're trying to figure it out still.
I think they're gonna slowly but surely end up sprinkled in between Raw and SmackDown and be like a part of the actual brand and probably stay away from that because I think they're gonna get tired of paying them so much and they're working so little. As far as one match a week.
Well, that's
something
probably
like
what they realize. And if they keep doing the way they're doing on Raw with Leah, like if they're doing the way they're doing it now, people will start watching.
that. Yeah, because it makes sense. So
And if you can, and then now that incorporated with putting it on the same night as NXT, which that's usually what everybody goes to watch. You catch the end of a main event, which is usually the best match on 205, right before you start watching NXT. You'll start watching and tuning in every week a little bit earlier.
yeah, for sure. I definitely got to start. I do love Bobby and I do love Leo, but so much wrestling going on and you got so much shit going on. Sometimes it's hard to catch up on all that shit. But when I definitely catch it, I'm definitely into the storylines and stuff like that that's going on. They just got to do a better job of making us want to watch it. Making it can't miss TV.
I
Like
think
NXT, I can't miss NXT.
I was gonna say I think they're at least it's good to see they're at least trying to, at
Yeah.
least trying to get you to want to watch it, like by putting those guys in big spots on Raw. I mean, it's their big show. I mean, it's their 3 hour show. They're putting them with what they think is the future of their tag team division, probably. AOP, you're putting Drake with him. You're putting Leo with one of their biggest stars.
Did you hear how like that happened? How they seen the clip of his on a promo that he did on Twitter? That's the reason why like managers they told Vince they need him to be on the main roster.
Probably.
Be that guy. It's crazy to see that Twitter got him in trouble and came full circle. Now he's helped him get him on the main roster, which is going to get more views on two.
That's how people can get opportunities though nowadays, and that's good. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
NXT.
I was gonna say you talk. Would you? It's your guy. You talk about the main event.
It was at a point where you heard Ricochet and Bruiserweight merging together. Fucking insane. Match of the year candidate. The fingers. I like how Ricochet was wrestling a different style. Ricochet is doing these things where he's actually matching his opponent, and y'all think that he's trying to, and it's like I like the story of him trying to do that shit, but Pete finding a way to get out of it. But then Ricochet turned it up and started doing his high spots and flipping and stuff like that. But Pete would always catch him, you know what I'm saying, with the more of the ground, catch him with the kicks and the strikes and the elbows and stuff like that, the joint manipulation throughout there. It was a very, very dope ass match. So many different spots. It's definitely match of the year candidate. Like you said earlier, I mean, Pete can fucking wrestle anybody, man. Like,
So
he's
can
a
Ricochet.
and Ricochet is well, champion versus champion. I love the ending. I love how fucking Adam Cole to me just seems like his ego just couldn't allow the crowd to be so piped and so amped about these two that he had to come out there and get involved, and he went the belt as well.
That's going to set up that War Games match, my friend.
Yeah. So. I thought it was fucking dope.
And the story throughout the whole match, like you said, like Ricochet was trying to match Pete instead of doing his own thing. He wanted to prove to Pete that he was better than him.
Yeah.
Because it was champion versus champion. He said he wanted to prove he's the better champion. But you saw throughout the whole match, Pete would do the joint manipulation thing, and Ricochet always be grabbing his finger, shaking his hand out.
He wasn't used to it.
Like having to grip really tight on the top rope before he does a move. You saw like Pete was taking his toll on him, and every time you would think Ricochet would be like have Pete in a submission that Pete couldn't get out, Pete would just roll right out and just
clothesline.
He's like, you can't.
Something.
He's like, you can't out wrestle me like that. You're gonna have to do something else.
Yeah. And they've been wrestling each other for a long time. I think like for the last 2 years they've been wrestling each other on the indies, so they were used to it. And shit, man, for them to both be champions in WWE, one person just won off Adam Cole, brand new champion, the one and only, and then you got somebody else that been champion for 450 plus days. We see him go to war, have matches of the year at such a young age, and he basically wrestled everybody and puts on damn near a 5-star match, no matter
Every time out.
Every time out. To have them both in the ring at the same time, and people saying both these guys, bruiserweight, Ricochet, one and only bruiserweight, to the point where both were merged. You couldn't tell. Man, shit. Definitely one of the matches of the year for me. Great fucking match, and they had the time to do it. That was another thing that was beautiful at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I liked about both shows this week. They gave all the matches, like their main events, time to breathe. Especially on 205 and NXT. Obviously, those are the ones I'm talking about. They gave them both matches time to breathe, and you can see the quality of the product when you give them time to do that. It shows. You let the guys do what they want to do in there. Man.
Stu makes me proud every time he goes out, bro. It makes me proud as a fucking fan. And that's what wrestling is about, bro. Even as I'm watching it, I'm like, damn, like, I fuck with both of them, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I know it's not going to be an ending. It's impossible for it to be that particular way. And nobody's bitching and complaining about that. Nobody cares about, nobody's saying anything about that because they love that shit. But, Roman and Braun and Brock is, you know what I'm saying? That's essentially the same thing. The champion and challenger was protected. In this case, the champion and champion was protected. It's the same shit, same scenario. But no one's complaining about that because everybody loves NXT because NXT is the cool thing, and to shit on Raw is the fucking cool thing. Also.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it anymore, unless I have to. If there's something to shit about, I'm gonna shit about it. But yeah, they've been doing fine by my standards.
The only thing I'm gonna shit on is that fucking 3 count, and everybody act like the shit didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I brought it up. I'll shit on stuff when it deserves to be shit on, and that did. What else do you want to talk about? We talked about SmackDown, NXT, 205 Live. We talked about everything in WWE.
I want to talk about this guy,
who?
Jackson from the Forgotten Sons.
Jackson Riker.
Yeah.
Formerly known as Gunner from TNA.
He's kind of a beast. I like his.
Oh yeah, man.
Like
he used to be in a tag team with or James Storm, I believe.
Yeah, he almost killed Humberto.
I thought he was Raul Mendoza because I didn't see him come out. But he's skinnier than Raul. Raul can fly too. I like Raul. I think Raul, if they put him on 205 Live regularly and put him in a tag team there, he'd be awesome. Even though he was on the show, I'm not going to talk about him anymore. Jackson Riker, he's built like a fucking brick shithouse, dude.
Man, he looks scary.
He is scary, dude. They're all three of them in the Forgotten Sons are scary looking dudes.
Yeah, man.
But basically, I'm excited and intrigued to see where they're going to take these guys as far as in NXT. Are they going to take them towards the tag team division? Are they going to take them towards hopefully not the Street Profits route?
Oh, man. Yeah,
or the heavy machinery route. Hopefully tag team gold. Feud with Undisputed Era. Feud with your big boys, the War Machine, War Raiders.
You see your man facing Ciampa next week.
Otis.
Yeah.
Dozer.
I don't know.
I hope they leave Tucky in the back.
I don't know how I feel about that.
He'll show you next week. He can go, bro. He'll show you next week. He's a good dude.
Okay.
He's entertaining, if nothing else. I like him.
Yeah.
I see him as a star, not a superstar, but like he can go places if you put him in the right position.
Did you catch that female tag match? That was pretty good too. Dakota Kai,
Deanna,
and Lacey Evans.
A lot of my favorite girls are in there. I love Lacey. I love Deanna.
I like Aaliyah. She really came a long way with her character.
She's starting to feel like she's a little bit more comfortable now.
Yeah.
They got the win too.
Yeah, I mean Evans is a beast, man. Shit.
I love she's been killing it with the women.
And Dakota Kai, she don't have to win. She the new Bailey.
She looked just like her.
Yeah, she the new Bailey, man. She's just like more cool looking. Like Bailey looked like nerdish. She's like really really cool. She like the girl next door.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, but I mean I think it was a good showing. It was a good match. NXT was solid this week. I like NXT.
Always solid.
I think Matt Riddle is going to be at War Games. We can talk about that a little bit.
Matt Riddle is going to be taking on Cassius Ohno probably
at
the
War
takeover.
Games?
Yeah.
Keith Lee, who do you think Keith Lee's? Who do you think his first feud is going to be? Lars.
What?
Lars, but he's in a feud with.
Lars is in a feud with EC3. Who else is hanging around?
I don't know. I would say Ono, but Ono is going to be facing Matt.
Adam Cole's not doing nothing really.
Can Adam Cole take another loss right now?
Let me see who else you got there though, because Adam's still stuck up with Pete and Ricochet and
Yeah,
all
you
that.
don't have anybody from the feud with at this point. For
I'm trying to think because obviously not Gargano, not Ciampa.
Johnny. Oh, you think Johnny might come back?
No, I said not
Yeah.
Johnny, not Ciampa, not Black. I don't know. Tucky? Tucky's gonna be my answer to everything when I don't know the answer to a question now. Just because it gives that I get that pop from you.
Tucky? I fucking hate Tucky.
Tucky's gonna be my answer.
Yeah.
Jericho's gonna be his
Well,
first
Jericho
feud.
for sure. Gonna be
That's
his
the first
feud.
feud. I don't know, man.
Great answers right there.
I hope it's somebody that I don't. We're not. I'll say this: Cassius Ono will either face
Probably both of them.
probably both of them, yeah, because he faces basically all of them. But I feel like he's gonna face Matt Riddle though. Cassius.
Yeah.
Maybe Keith Lee comes out and bashes both of them during that match. There you go.
Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that?
Wouldn't that be something?
How about
if,
that?
What if Matt Riddle and Keith Lee both faced each other? Debut versus debut, and they fucking blow the roof off the building because they're.
I mean,
they
Keith Lee
know
already
each
had
other.
a couple matches.
Yeah,
though.
they know each other like so well. It's like, yo, can you imagine that? That would be fucking insane.
I would love that.
Yeah,
Triple threat. Throw Ono in there.
yeah, just to take the pin.
He always delivers on the takeover matches.
Yeah,
He's never had a bad takeover match.
that'd be fire. Yeah, I like that. That's how you make booking great again.
Make it great, baby. Make it great, baby.
Is there anything you wanted to talk about?
Bound for Glory cards heating up. I'll talk about that.
Yeah.
OVE challenged, and the challenge was accepted by the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon and Phoenix, and Brian Cage. So Bound for Glory, we're gonna get Pentagon, Phoenix, Brian Cage versus OVE, which is the Chris Brothers and Sami Callihan. On top of that, we already have Johnny Impact taking on Aries for that championship belt of Impact World Championship. There's one other match that I can't think of right now. They have 3 matches announced. Pat would kill me. I think it's OGs against LAX again, but it's Conan and that's it. It's Conan and LAX against the OGs, and there's 3 of them. I forget the other guy's name. Pat's gonna kill me. It's on the tip of my tongue. But them, yeah. So there's 3 matches right now. It's shaping up to be a pretty good card. I'm kind of pissed you're not coming with us. I know you got shit to do. You got to hold it down here and do a couple things for the podcast for the greater good. So you and Mike,
Next time.
yeah, you and Mike gonna be doing some things.
Bang.
But me and Pat will be at Bound for Glory. We all couldn't go.
But we will be at Raising the Bar on the 28th.
Yeah,
September. Brother.
that is
Cheap
actually.
love.
Let's talk about that. I'm gonna throw this out here. So basically, this is basically gonna be the last show really before Raise the Bar, because we usually put our shows out on Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna call everybody right now, calling everybody in the South Jersey, Philadelphia, New York area, everybody in this tri-state beautiful area. If you're in Delaware, come on out. It's not that far of a drive over the bridge. And we are going to be on Friday, the 28th of September. We are going to be in Williamstown, New Jersey. We're going to be at Raise the Bar Wrestling. There's going to be some phenomenal wrestlers there, Ace.
Yes, sir.
There's going to be some phenomenal podcast hosts there, Ace.
Yes, sir.
There's going to be some phenomenal wrestling fans in the house, Ace.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be fun. So even if you just want to come hang out with us, if you want to see some wrestling, support local wrestling, come on out. We are going to be there the 28th. So I hope to see everybody there.
Yes, sir. And please follow us on Facebook at the Wrestle Cave Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Wrestle_Cave. Follow us on Instagram at Wrestle Cave. I am Ace Porter. This is 30 Case.
I got 2 more things I want to say, and then we can be out of here. If you do 2 things this week to watch something outside of WWE, I'll give you 1 current and 1 throwback. Throwback match from last year. Go watch the Lucha Brothers, Penta and Phoenix versus the Young Bucks. I posted it in the group. It was at Crash, which is great promotion if you ever get a chance to check them out. But that is an awesome match, about 20-minute match. Really a lot of fun. At the beginning, a lot of suckets, a lot of zero miedos. And you know how if you know how those guys wrestle, you know it's just fun. Um, and then another match, like I talked about on the last podcast, you can find this match on BN Sports, or you can find this match on YouTube. MLW's War Games. It delivered. Dude, did you watch it?
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
All right, because the dude from that was originally Insanity, Fulton, Sawyer Fulton, you remember him? He was in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
That dude is crazy. He had I think he had to get stitches on his fucking face. Tommy Dreamer was doing crazy shit with thumbtacks. Shane Strickland got took out before he could even get into the ring. I think Sami Callihan threw him off the stage into a table. So Shane never really got into the match. Cotto Brazil is insane. If you don't know who he is, you should go watch him. Basically took the Adam Cole, what Adam Cole should have done off the top of the cage, like the big. He did a cross body off the top of the cage onto everybody. And Cotto Brazil is a little dude, so it was cool. Barrington Hughes, you know who that is? He's the biggest dude I've ever seen wrestle in my entire life. They wrapped him in barbed wire, used him as a weapon. They did a lot of cool spots in this match, man.
Can you tag me in that again?
Yeah. Just to YouTube, MLW War Games. That's it. Type it in. They have their own YouTube channel.
All right.
That they post their own episodes. It's not like anything you got to go through and illegally find out. Just literally go on Major League Wrestling's YouTube channel. It's probably going to be the first one of the. It's their latest episode because they put them out. They put their episodes out every Friday.
Got it.
You got it. It's really awesome. That's the whole episode. Is that match. Really cool because it was at the old Fort Lauderdale War Memorial, which is where Dusty and a lot of old people have had a lot of classic matches there. Just awesome because Abyss was in the match, Tommy Dreamer was in the match, Johnny Mundo. I mean, Jimmy Havoc, who's crazy. I know I talked to you about it. Him and Sami Callihan a while ago did the paper cuts of Doom shit. So he brought the paper into the War Games match with him. It was cool, man. It really, you got lost in it and you just had fun with it. It's not a technical match. If you want to, don't even watch it if that's what you like. It was just fun. It was a really fun match to watch.
Yeah, I gotta get on that shit, man.
So those are my two picks of the week. It's about all I got to really say. Focus a lot on WWE this week because I know last week we branched out a lot last week. We like to keep it fresh.
You got to, man. You got to. But I mean, it was good. It was good WWE television, and it was kind of a slow. It wasn't. It was a slow week. I do want to talk New Japan on another pod. We could probably do an extra one. But
Omega and Ishii had a great match.
Fucking phenomenal, man. Phenomenal, man. That's a whole nother show in itself. But like
That's
I
another
said,
pick. I'm gonna throw that in there.
Yeah. Do that. YouTube that. That shit was crazy. I watched that shit. I was like, wow. Like even Will Ospreay and Kota Ibushi match was really, really good.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to watch that, but I saw some of the gifs. I watched Omega and Ishii. That was crazy.
Yeah, so I would say they were my two to go with Casey. But yeah, man, that's High Society. Another one, man. Another one rap, man.
Another one in the books.
Yeah,
Pat will be back.
Soon.
Mike will be back. Mike is a little sick. Pat is taking care of big things for us.
Yeah.
He'll be back with the facts next time.
All right, man.
But last chance, baby. Come out. Raise the Bar Wrestling, September 28th. Also, 30th. September 30th. If 2 days after that, come out to Chickies and Pete's, South Philly. We'll be having one of our meetups.
Yeah.
We'll be talking fantasy football shit on each other. We'll be talking wrestling. We'll be watching football, eating, drinking, just hanging out.
You already know, man.
We out.
We out.